Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chris Frank Field, Frost Family Stadium, home of the Douglas County West Falcons. As we are in Game 3 this week here at home. It's been a long week, all home games though, so that's been nice. We are here tonight with a contest against the visitors of Omaha South. I'm going to go ahead and do the starting lineups for each team. And then we'll go and come back after the national anthem. First, we're going to start off with the visitors, Omaha South Packers. Leading off, the shortstop number 2, Lou Hoodley. Batting second, the center fielder number 21, Caleb Williams. Batting third, the pitcher, number 7, Cooper Gray. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 14, Zane Carroll. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 4, Zane Carroll. Batting fifth is going to be the left fielder, number 4, Kane Rangel. Batting sixth, the DH, number 24, Angel Cortez. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 5, Rico De Leon. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 0, Raul Iñano. And playing right field is going to be number 55, Jaden Zendejas. Now, the starting lineup for the Falcons is going to be the shortstop, number 2, Jackson Skydeman. Then batting second is going to be, and playing second is number 7, Mason Pettit. Batting third, playing first base, number 11, Luke Timich. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 15, Rowan Murdoch. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 5, Colton Wilmot. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 13, Kellen Bolin. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 27, Jack Landauer. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 3, Miles Korb. And batting ninth, making his varsity starting debut, the freshman, number 16, playing left field, Ashton Harlow. And those are the starters for today's game. Beautiful day, 80 degrees, strong wind blowing out in the left. So there could be some long flies going on today. So we will see what's going on, but we'll be back around 4:30 for the first pitch. See you then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. And here we go. Falcon Baseball live on BSDN. We have the Omaha South Packers, who are 3-1. They have a win. They have wins over Omaha Burke, Omaha Benson, Omaha Bryan, and lost yesterday to Omaha Gross 9-5. So they are 3-1 on the season, as your Falcons are 1-2, as they took a loss last night to Omaha Gross in a good, tough game. So that was 8-7. They were actually down 8-5 going into the bottom of the seventh inning. Scored 2 to make it 8-7. It had the tying and winning runs on second and third, and end up not being able to get the runs in. So they fall to 1-2. Both games, their losses have been one's 8-7 and one's 2-0. So they've been close losses on the season. On the mound today for the Falcons, it's going to be number 5, Colton Wilmot, who threw a gem against Platteview in the opening game last Saturday, where they lost 2-0. So let's see what's going on, how Colton has going on today, if he can still keep up the pitching he's gone through this year, plus what he ended with the summer, where he was on fire last year. So it's going to be a good game. It seems to be getting a good turnout. We've got a beautiful weather, so here we go. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Leading off for the Packers, the shortstop, number 2, Lou Hoadley. Alrighty, here we go. Leading off for the Packers in the top of the first inning, it's going to be the shortstop, Lou Hoadley, who is actually leading the Packers in the batting average with around 500. First pitch is outside by Wilmot. Wilmot goes from the stretch. And the pitch, strike on the outer half of the plate. Colton is one of the team leaders. Here's pitch number 2 on a curveball. Oh, pops straight up. Wilmot calling it and makes the catch. Good play by Wilmot. That was a tough one. Hoadley pops out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 21, Caleb Williams. All right. So Wilmot gets the first batter, a very dangerous batter, out with a pop-up on a curveball for the first out. That'll now bring up Caleb Williams, the center fielder, who is a speed guy. Led the state last year in stolen bases. He is a commit to Peru State College, which he would be in the outfield with my son right now. Swing and a miss by Williams. Williams asks for time. He digs into the right-handed batter's box. Right-handed batter. Here comes Wilmot. Low and in for ball 2. 2-1. Yeah, so right as I'm looking at the stats as we speak, and right now, let's see, Williams is batting 400 on the season. He's a senior. Next pitch, changeup on 2-1 changeup. Swing and a miss by Williams. Good pitch. Williams gets in the right-handed batter's box. Wilmot with the signs in the windup and the pitch. Just missed on the inner half of the plate. Nice 2-2 pitch. Full count. We've got, I don't know if you guys can see or not, I don't know. And the pitch just missed. Ball 4, missed it inside. Williams draws the walk. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 7, Cooper Gray. Alrighty, so that will bring up Cooper Gray, number 7. Gray's hitting 500 on the season, and he's also the starting pitcher for today's game. Now you got to pay attention to Williams because he will run. He does love to run. Quick move. Williams back standing. And Williams is not a big guy by no means. I think he's listed about 5'8", 5'9", 160 pounds, 65. So he's not a big kid, but he's quick. Very quick. But I believe last year he had around 60-plus stolen bases on the season, if I'm not mistaken. So he can motor. Wilmot comes set. And the pitch, and there goes Williams. Pitch outside, and Williams is in there easily. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. Williams will take second, too, if you give him the opportunity. He's dancing, and there he goes. Swing and a miss. And he's in there head first for a stolen base. Swing and a miss by Gray makes it 1-1. Wilmot comes set, runner on third, 1-1 count to Gray, and he fouls it off straight back into the netting. So we're looking at 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third. Wilmot comes set, and the pitch away for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. But if you can see, the wind is blowing straight out to left. That flag is howling out there. Wilmot with the pitch, gets him on the curveball. And he's safe. So, Williams scores. Scores on the throw to first to get this drop strike 3. Coach Voss is talking to the umpire about this. And so we got 2 outs. And we'll go. Gray goes down for the second out of the inning. Williams scores from third. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 14, Zane Carroll. All right, well, now we'll bring up Zane Carroll. Oh, we got a fence open down the way here. They had to stop the game for it. Looks like Coach Wilmot's out there shutting that gate. All right, here we go. Back to action now. And we've got Zane Carroll, the catcher. Carroll's batting .417 on the season with 4 RBIs. Oh, 1. Wilmot with the pitch. Strike 2. Oh, 1-1. I'm sorry. And the third pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Wilmot with the 1-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Jackson Skydeman comes in and cannot make the play. So that's an error on Skydeman. Carroll reaches on the air. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 4, Kane Rangel. All right, well, that'll bring up Kane Rangel, the left fielder, number 4. Wilmot's first pitch to Rangel. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Let's see. Rangel is batting .250 on the season. 2 RBIs and 2 hits and 8 at bats. Ball inside, stolen base. Advances the runner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Runner on second now. Wilmot gets a sign, comes set. The 1-1. Swing and a miss by Rangel for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like I was mentioning before, Wilmot is actually going on to play baseball and football at Hastings as a pitcher only and a kicker for Hastings. That pitch is high for 2-2. So he's gonna have a busy school year when he gets there in Hastings this fall. But very well deserved. He's a good athlete, good kid. Oh, got him. Nope, safe. Another stolen base. You've got to come and get that. You cannot take that long. So we got 2 down, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third. And the pitch is outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 run in for South with no hits. The 3-2. Fouled. Rangel took one off the hands and fouled it to the right side. Wilmot comes set, and the pitch. Ball 4, walks him. Rangel draws a walk. That'll now bring up the DH, number 24, Angel Cortez. All right, that'll bring up the DH, number 24, Angel Cortez. Let's see, Cortez does not have a batting average. He's got 6 at-bats, 1 run. 4 Ks, 1 hit by pitch. Wild pitch. And he's safe. Alrighty, so now it is a 2-0 game. Runner on second, 1-0 count. Wilmot coming set in the 1-0 pitch to Cortez. Strike on the outer half of the plate. Two nothing, 1-1 count. Wilmot double checks, triple checks, and the pitch to Cortez, a curveball. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on second. South up 2-0 on the Falcons. And the 1-2 pitch. It's a blooper into center field, so there's the first hit. They're sending the runner. And no throw. Couldn't get the relay. And we got time on the field. We'll be back right after this. Cortez with an RBI single. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 5, Rico DeLeon. Alrighty, with that RBI single, that'll now bring up the third baseman, number 5, Rico DeLeon. And the pitch, called strike on the outer half of the plate. Oh, 0-1 to DeLeon. Wilmot with the pitch. DeLeon with a shot to left field. Puts runners on first and second. DeLeon with a base hit to left, putting runners on first and second. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. All right, that'll now bring up the first baseman, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the season is batting .200. Wilmot takes a look, and the pitch. Strike on the outer half of the plate. No balls, 1 strike, 2 down, 3 in, 1 error, 2 hits. Runners on first and second. And the 0-1. Swing and miss. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Wilmot comes set in the 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outer half. For the Packers, 3 runs on 2 hits. There's 1 error and 2 left on. After a half inning, Packers 3, your Falcons coming up. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Bottom of the first inning for the Falcons. Leading off is Jackson Skydeman, the shortstop. First pitch from Gray. Up, ball 1. Gray gets his sign. And the pitch. Strike on the outer half of the plate. Gray gets his sign again. Jackson in on the right-handed batter's box. And the third pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss by Skydeman. He was way out in front of that one. And the payoff, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, and the number 2 batter is up. And the pitch, away. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gray comes with the 3-2. Up and away for ball 4. Skydeman draws the walk. Skydeman draws a walk that'll now bring up the second baseman, number 7, Mason Pettit. That will be Skydeman's 20th walk of the season. He's walked a lot this season so far. That's a now bring up the second baseman, number 7, Mason Pettit. Skydeman takes the lead. Gray comes set. And the pitch to Pettit. Pettit hits a high fly ball to Williams in center. He can see it. He's playing him. Oh, and then throw down to first. Woo! Just about got him. So we got one out in the inning now. And that'll bring up Luke Timich, the first baseman. Pettit flies out to center. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 11, Luke Timich. That'll bring Timich up to the plate, the first baseman, the tall, lanky right-hander. And the pitch from Gray, called strike on the outer half of the plate. 0-1 to Timich. Cooper Gray takes a look at Skydeman first, comes set, the pitch to Timich. It's a hard ground ball where the shortstop should have been. Single to left. Timich singles to left. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 15, Rowan Murdoch. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 15, Rowan Murdoch. Murdoch gets in. The first pitch to him. Up and away, up and in. And it gets by the catcher. And everybody advances. So now we have runners on second and third with one out. And the pitch. High. Murdoch lays off of that one. Murdoch on the season's batting .222 with 1 RBI. So a hit here would double that up. Gray wind up in the pitch. Strike on the outer half of the plate. Good location. Gray with him wind up and the pitch. Murdoch crushes one foul down the left field line. Plays back in action. Gray comes from the windup. Runners on second and third. And the pitch. Murdoch pops it up in the infield. Oh, and it falls. Nobody called it. So that goes down as a hit for Murdoch. And that loads the bases. Murdoch with an infield single. Courtesy running over at first, number 10, Sway Lopez. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 5, Colton Wilmont. So Sway Lopez is going to be running for Murdoch over at first as a courtesy runner. That'll then bring up the pitcher, number 5, Colton Wilmont, with bases loaded, 1 out. Wilmont on the year is batting .333 with 3 RBIs. So he could get some more here. First pitch, up and in, over his head for ball 1. Gray gets his signs from the windup and the pitch. Wilmont fouls one back. Hit the stands. I am parked behind the concessions. I don't think my car's going to get hit with that wind. I think everything up is going to come right back to the field. So I feel I'm safe today. So 1-1 count. And the pitch. Up high for ball 2. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases juice for Wilmot. And Gray with the pitch. Oh, foul ball. Foul ball. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, give him a new ball. Okay. 3-2. I'm sorry, 2-2. And the pitch. Wilmot fouls it straight back. Way to fight. Gray with the pitch. Strike 3 looking. Wilmot goes down for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 13, Kellen Bolin. That'll bring up Kellen Bolin, the senior at center fielder, batting .333 on the season. In the first pitch, ball up and in. Ball 2 to Bolin, up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down, bases juiced. Gray from the windup again. The 2-0. Kellen fouls it straight back for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Gray gets a sign, wind up, and the 2-1. Another fouled back. 2-2 to Bolin. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2. Ball 3, 3-2. Alrighty, hey, anything in the gap could clear the bases right here because they are going to be going full count. They'll be going on the pitch. Make sure he just goes from the windup. Hey, go, guys. What are we waiting for? And Bolin goes down for the 3rd out of the inning. For the Falcons, there is no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on. After 1 complete, the Packers 3, your Falcons 0. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Back at it again. Wilmot on the mound. Top of the 2nd inning. Facing Raul Añano. The first pitch was ball inside. Second pitch, ball away. Makes it 2-0. And the third pitch of this at bat, low. 3-0. And the 3-0 is a strike. The 3-1 from Wilmot. Strike 2. 3-2. The 3-2. Up. Ball 4. That'll return us back to the top of the lineup with Lou Hodley. And Yano takes the walk. That'll now bring us back to the top of the order with the shortstop, number 2, Lou Hodley. All right, Lou Hodley now batting for the Packers. No outs, runner on first. Hodley last at bat popped out to the pitcher. And this pitch inside just misses him. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Wilmot comes set. And the pitch. Called strike on the outer half of the plate. And Yeno is not taking much of a lead at first, so I don't think he's a threat to run. Wilmot comes set. And the 1-1. Away. Ball 2. 2-1. Coach Felice over there giving the signs. Wilmot takes a look over at first. Comes set. And the pitch. Curveball low. 3-1. See, Hodley I have batting .571 coming into this contest. Swing and a miss on a 3-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runner on first. Score 3-0. And the 3-2, runner was going, but is fouled out of play. All right, now we're back in action. Wilmot likes the ball he got. He takes a look at first, comes set in the 3-2 to Hodley. Nope, Felice, again, giving signs over there at third base. Wilmot comes set, 3-2 to Hodley. Ball 4, low and away. Second straight walk for the Falcons. Hodley draws the walk. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 21, Caleb Williams. All right, that'll now bring up the center fielder, number 21, Caleb Williams, who walked last time, then proceeded to steal second and third on consecutive pitches. Let's see what happens here. See, he's going to bunt or he's going to swing away. Wilmot and the pitch. Ground ball to short. We got to force that second for the first out of the inning. Williams grounds into the fielder's choice, forcing out the runner at second for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 7, Cooper Gray. All right, that'll now bring up Cooper Gray. And the pitch. And nothing. Ball one. Wilmont comes set. Steps off. Wilmont comes set. And the pitch. Ball low. 2 balls, no strikes. This time Williams goes all the way through and gets a stolen base. 2-0. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Wilmont comes set, and the pitch. Strike on the outer half of the plate. And the pitch. Way outside. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike for the Falcons. And their pitcher, Colton Wilmont. 3-1 from Wilmont to Cooper. Strike 2 on the outer half. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gray. Runners on for second and third with 1 out. Wilmont comes set, and the 3-2 to Gray. Hits a shot to center. Boland's on it. Everybody is tagging except for Williams. So we got a sac fly, scoring a run. Oh, we got something going on here. You got umpires discussing something. I'm not sure. They're bringing the coaches on this one. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we have catcher interference. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 14, Zane Carroll. And the pitch. Ball 1. All right, so we had catcher's interference. Everybody safe where they're at. Ball 2. Ball 2 to Carroll. Now batting, the catcher, Zane Carroll. 2-0 to Carroll. He hits a high, monstrous fly ball. And it's going to drop foul. That's, with this wind, that is tough. Very, very tough. Alrighty, so the run didn't count, so it's still 3-0. Next pitch. Ball 3, 3-1. And a ground ball to... Ooh. Ooh. All right, so we have a run score. We got an out at third. So now we have 2 outs. Okay. All righty. Now batting, the left fielder, number 4, Kane Rangel. All righty. So now we have 2 outs. 4-0 Omaha South. We have Coach Voss coming back out. So basically, for you people at home, Coach Voss is not happy that the base runner did not slide on that play. All right, so now the Falcons had their little meeting. Not sure what they were talking about, but so here we go. 0-0 count to Rangel. Wilmot comes set. And the pitch. Nope, he made a fake to second. Cooper gets back. I'm sorry. Gray gets back. Gray with the lead at second. Currow at first. Wilmot taking a look at second. And again, and here's the pitch. Runner's going. And stolen base by both of them. Called strike. Oh, 1 to Rangel. Wilmot comes set in. Here's the pitch. Rangel hits one deep to left. And Harlow makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. All right, for the Packers, 1 run on no hits. There's 1 error and 2 left on. After 1.5, Packers 4, your Falcons 0. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Bottom of second, Falcons down 4-0. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 27, Jack Landauer. Landauer on the season is batting .429. Foul ball. One double. 2 RBIs on the season. The 0-1 to Landauer from Gray. Called strike on the outer half of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. And the pitch from Gray to Landauer. Landauer chops one to third. Nice backhand in the throw. Good scoop at first and gets him for the first out of the inning. Landauer grounds out to the third baseman for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the right fielder, number 3, Miles Korb. All right, that'll now bring up Miles Korb, the right fielder. Korb has not got a hit yet this season, only 4 games in. And the first pitch he sees, he smacks one to deep left center, and it's one hops the fence. Korb with a stand-up double. Korb with a stand-up double. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 16, Ashton Harlow. All right, that'll now bring up the left fielder, number 16, Ashton Harlow, the freshman, making his first start. Great to Harlow, up and away, ball 1. Pitch number 2 to Harlow. Away for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on second. 1 out. Harlow gets the pitch. Away. Nope, apparently that was a strike. That looked way outside. But that's why I say I'm up here and he's down there. The 2-1 to Harlow from Gray. Up and away for 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Gray gets a sign, comes set, and the 3-1 to Harlow. Ooh, good cut by Harlow, just missed. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Korb's on second. And the 3-2. Ball 4. Harlow draws the walk. That'll bring us back to the top of the order with Jackson Skideman. Harlow draws the walk. That'll now bring us back to the top of the order with the shortstop, number 2, Jackson Skideman. All right, Skideman now comes up. Runners on first and second. And here's a pitch from Gray. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Last at bat, Skideman walked. Gray comes set. The 0-1 to Skideman. Away for ball 1. Evens the count at 1s. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Falcons trailing the Packers 4-0. And the pitch, Skideman swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Skideman looks at him, reflects on himself, looks at his bat, digs back into the right-handed batter's box. Right-handed Gray comes set. And the 1-2 to Skideman. It's a towering fly ball that is just out of play. Count still remains 1-2. Telling you right now, if anybody gets any kind of good piece of wood up in the air today, it's going to go. It's going to carry. Gray gets a sign, comes set. The 1-2 to Jackson Skideman. Oh, there he goes. 1 in the gap. It's carrying. It's carrying. Off the fence. 1 run scores. Skydeman with a stand-up RBI double. Skydeman with a stand-up RBI double. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 7, Mason Pettit. I think it's something that we've been looking to see this homestand, to see Jackson Skydeman start lighting it up. All right, here's Mason Pettit. Oh, they got him by a mile. He can't hesitate there. Yep. That, unfortunately, is one of the troubles of having a freshman on the field. It's just the knowledge of the game and the reaction, you know. But that's okay. We got 2 down. 1-0 pitch. We got a runner on third. Base hit's going to score 1. We've got 1 in. Score is currently 4-1. Cooper Gray gets his signs, wind up, and the 1-0. Pettit lays off. 2-0. And the pitch to Pettit. Fouled straight back. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 down. Runner on third, 1 run in. Gray shakes it off. Now he likes what he gets called. And the 2-1. Low and away. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. The batter's Mason Pettit. And ball 4. Draws the walk. Pettit draws the walk. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 11, Luke Timish. Well, that'll bring up Luke Timish, who last at bat had a single to left. Another one can score 1 at least. I'm guessing that Pettit is probably going to do some stealing here. He's got a decent lead. Gray's in the stretch. Looks at third, looks at first, and the pitch is away. No one's going. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Timish getting the signs from Coach Voss at third base. Digs into the right-handed batter's box. Gray takes a look at first. Comes set. And the pitch. Mason's going. Ball in. Oop. He's saying dead ball. Got him on the sleeve. That will load the bases for Rowan Murdoch. Timish hit by pitch. That'll load the bases. We'll have time on the field. And we'll be back right after this conversation at the mound. All righty. The meeting's over. Now Rowan Murdoch comes to the plate. Bases juice, 2 outs. And the first pitch. Ball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Ball 1. And pitch number 2. Murdoch with a shot. That is in the gap. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. They're sending in Timmage from first. 3 runs are going to score to tie this ball game up at 4s. Rowan Murdoch with a bases clearing stand-up double. Courtesy running at second for Murdoch. It's going to be number 10, Sway Lopez. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 5, Colton Wilmont. All righty, well, that will bring in Colton Wilmont now to the plate. Sway Lopez running for Murdoch at second. So now we've got first pitch, ball up and in. Pitch number 2 to Wilmont. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner on second. 4 runs in for the Falcons to tie up the ball game. And the pitch. Strike on the outer half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gray gets a sign. Comes set. The pitch to Wilmont. Wilmont gets one, gets a charge into one. It's carrying, it's going. It is gone. Home run, Colton Wilmont. Wilmont with a 2-run blast to left. Wilmont with a 2-run blast to left field. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 13, Kellen Bolin. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 13, Kellen Bolin. Gray with the pitch to Bolin. Up and over his head for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Bolin. Gray coming from the windup. And the pitch to Bolin. Up and in for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down. 6 runs across here in the bottom of the second inning for the Falcons. And the pitch. Ball 3, up and away. 3-0. Gray looks like he's struggling a little bit. Coach Felice is sending somebody down to the bullpen now. Oh, ball 4. Bolin draws a walk. Bolin draws a walk. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 27, Jack Landauer. All right, that'll bring up Jack Landauer. Now, we've got time as Hodley decided to come and talk to Cooper. And I think what he's trying to do is trying to let his bullpen get warmed up a little bit because Gray does not look like he is he's looked like he's struggling a little bit. So, all right, the meeting's over. Cooper Gray is now coming into the set. Bolin taking the lead, and the pitch to Landauer is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 2 down. 6 runs across this bottom of the second inning. Gray comes set, and the pitch. Big swing by Jack Landauer. Swing and a miss. Gray comes set. Bolin with a big lead. In the pitch to Landauer. Big cut again by Landauer. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. 6 runs scored in the bottom of the second inning for the Falcons. The 1-2. High fly ball. And this is going to be trouble. Trouble, that is down. Bolin makes it all the way to third on the base hit by Landauer. Landauer with a base hit. That'll now bring up the right fielder, number 3, Miles Korb. All righty, Miles Korb is now up. Last at bat, which was actually this inning, he drove one all the way to one hop the fence in left center. And here we go. Landauer stealing. Oh, ball gets by the catcher. And here comes Bolin scoring easily. That makes it 7 runs in the bottom of the second now for the Falcons. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on second now. 2 down still. And Gray comes set in. Here's the pitch. Oh, another high fly ball to left field. And the center fielder this time takes it. Caleb Williams for the 3rd out of the inning. So, for the Falcons that inning, there were 7 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 2 complete, your Falcons 7, the Packers 4. All righty, folks, we are back, top of the 3rd. The DH, number 24, Angel Cortez, is now leading off. The first pitch to him was a ball, low and away. Pitch number 2, strike on the outer half. Wilmont with the pitch. Ground ball. Landauer. Good throw. Bobbled it a little bit, but still got the out at first. Good job for the first out of the inning. Cortez grounds out to the third baseman for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 5, Rico DeLeon. All right, that'll bring up the third baseman, Rico DeLeon. DeLeon is 1 for 1. Ball low. One ball, no strikes. 1 out. Top of 3rd. DeLeon shot down left field line. It's going to carry foul. Just a long fly ball foul. Strike. All right, plays resuming. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good curveball by Wilmont. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilmont from the windup and the 1-2. Good pitch. Strike 3 swinging. De Leon goes down for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. All right, that'll now bring up the first baseman, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. Wilmont toes the rubber, and the windup, and the first pitch drills him. Rodriguez hit by pitch. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 0, Raul Añeño. All right, that'll now bring up Raul Añeño. Añeño. Ooh, spiked that one, unfortunately. That gets by the catcher for a wild pitch. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down. Runner on second now. Añeño, I believe, walked his last at bat. Wilmont comes set, runner on second, takes a look, and the pitch. Foul ball. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Falcons are up 7-4. Wilmont comes set, takes a look at second, and the pitch. Ball up. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Añeño actually was batting .333 coming into the contest. Ooh, good curveball. Drops it in for strike 2. 2-2 now to Añeño. Wilmont, the 2-2. Añeño out in front. Good changeup for strike 3. For Omaha South, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 2.5. Falcons 7, Packers 4. Alrighty, folks, back in action here. We had some changes here for South. Now pitching, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. Hitting Ashton Harlow. First pitch he sees. He takes it deep to center, and Caleb Williams makes the catch to retire Harlow for the first out of the inning. That'll bring us back to the top of the order with Jackson Skideman. Harlow flies out deep to center for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 2, Jackson Skideman. All right, here's the first pitch to Skideman. Takes a strike. Strike 2. 2 balls. I'm sorry, no balls. 2 strikes, 1 out. In the 0-2. Skideman tips one off the end of the bat. Foul. Rodriguez wind up in the 0-2. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the 1-2. Skideman with a base hit to center. Skideman with a base hit to center. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 7, Mason Pettit. All right, that'll now bring up Mason Pettit, the second baseman. Pettit is 0-1 today so far. Skideman takes the lead. Rodriguez takes a look at him. Comes set. And the pitch. And stolen base by Skideman. One ball. No strikes. Pettit. Skideman on second now after the stolen base. Rodriguez comes set. And here's the 1-0. Pettit hits one hard over Gray's head and off the wall. Skideman easily going to score, and Pettit with a stand-up double. Pettit with a stand-up RBI double. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 11, Luke Timmich. All right, that'll now bring up the first baseman, number 11, Luke Timmich. Timmich on the day is 1 for 1 with a base hit and a hit by pitch. First pitch inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Rodriguez comes set, and the 1-0. Called strike on the outer half. 1-1. Rodriguez comes set, and the 1-1, 2-1-1. Hard ground ball to third, takes a good backhand in the throw to first, gets him at first. Pettit does advance to third on the ground ball. Timmich grounds out to the third baseman for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 15, Rowan Murdoch. All right, that'll now bring up Rowan Murdoch with 2 outs. Runner on third. Rodriguez with the windup and the pitch. Called strike on the outer half. Catching that black. And the pitch. Murdoch with a big swing and miss. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 run in so far this inning. 2 outs. And the 0-2 to Murdoch. Hits a ground ball to third. Foul. So we're going to set this all back up. 0-2 to Murdoch with 2 outs. 1 run in in the bottom of the third. Score 8-4. Murdoch gets set. Here's a pitch from Rodriguez. Fouled off. Count still remains 0-2. Rodriguez gets a sign. The 0-2. Murdoch fouls it again down third base line. This time off of himself. He's a catcher. He should be fine. So we got no balls, 2 strikes and 2 out. Falcons lead 8-4. Umpire's going to clean off the plate to give Murdoch a little time to shake off the foul ball off the foot. All right, now we're back in action. Rodriguez toes the rubber, gets in the windup. The 0-2 to Murdoch. Ball inside, just missed him. 1-2. And here's the windup from Rodriguez, and the 1-2. Misses everything and gets by the catcher to get a run in. I don't know how that did not hit something. But now the count's 2-2. Yeah, I thought it actually might have tipped the bat. It sounded like it hit something. So the 2-2. Murdoch fouls it back. So gonna do it again. Murdoch gets in the right-handed batter's box. 2-2. The pitch by Rodriguez is outside for a full count. Murdoch has worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. Oh, and I'm sorry, 3-2. And another foul ball by Murdoch. This has to be at least 10 pitches this at bat. All righty, here we go. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 runs in, and the pitch by Rodriguez. Oh, finally won the battle, getting Murdoch to swing on a pitch low and away for the 3rd out of the inning. For the Falcons, there's 2 runs on 2 hits. There's no errors and nobody left on. After 3 complete, your Falcons 9, the Packers 4. All righty, here we go. Top of the 4th. Lou Hoderly leading off for the Packers. First pitch from Wilmot, a curveball low and away for ball 1. And pitch number 2 to Hoadley. Missed him on the inside half of the plate for ball 2. Looks like, I believe Hoadley has been leader of, as far as coming into this contest. Hoadley hits one off the end of the bat. A fly ball to center. Boland's got it for the first out of the inning. Hoadley flies out to the center fielder for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 21, Caleb Williams. Alrighty, Caleb Williams, the center fielder for the Packers, is now up. Williams on the day is 0 for 1. The first pitch he sees hits a shot down left field line. That's going to be an easy double for Williams and his speed. He just basically walks into second with a stand-up double. Williams with a stand-up double. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 7, Cooper Gray. Alrighty, that'll bring up the left fielder, number 7, Cooper Gray. Gray is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk and a ground out. Wilmont steps off, resets himself. Comes set, and here's the pitch. Nope, take that back. Oh, thrown away. Alrighty, well, now he gets, Williams is on that gets there on the throw-in error. Wilmot comes set, and the pitch to Gray. Low and away for ball 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on third now with Williams. Colton comes set, and the pitch. Shot down the line, just foul. Woo, that was close. Gray rung that one right by the third baseman and the third base coach, and it looked like it just hit foul. So that evens the count at 1-1. Gray on the year was batting, when he came into this contest, was at .500. The 1-1 to Gray. Good curveball, but low and away. He did not bite. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, runner on third. Falcons up 9-4. Wilmont comes set. The 2-1 to Gray. Just outside. 3-1. Just missed it on the outside half of the plate. 3-1 to Gray from Wilmont. A high fly ball. Caught by Boland. Thrown in, but Williams tags. Makes it 5 runs now. Gray with a sac fly to center for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 14, Zane Carroll. All right, with 2 outs, nobody on. That'll bring up the catcher, Zane Carroll. Carroll is 0 for 2. And as soon as I say that, he comes up with a base hit to center. The first pitch he saw with a nice line drive single to center field. Carroll with a base hit. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 4, Kane Rangel. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 4, King Rangel. Rangel's 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch up and away, ball 1. This may be the last inning for Wilmont. He's up to 85 pitches. Wilmont takes a look over at first, comes set, and the 1-0. Make that 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball low. Wilmont takes a look at first. Comes set. In the pitch. Low and away to Rangel. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 run in so far. We got 2 outs. Runner on first is Carroll, the catcher, in the 3-0. There we go. 3-1. 3-1. Carroll looks like he's running. And that's a line drive to Landauer. And he... Dude.
We had a chance.
So, line drive to Landauer, which he dropped. And then threw it away, and a run ended up scoring. We got a meeting on the mound, and we'll come back right after. Alrighty, folks, we got a new pitcher for the Falcons. Now pitching number 13, Kellen Bolin. Moving to second will be Colton Wilmot, and moving to center will be Mason Pettit. Now batting for the Packers, number 24, Angel Cortez, the DH. All right, here's the first pitch from Bolin. Ooh, just misses outside. Ball 1. Looked good.
So who's our ace? Do we know?
Bolin comes set, takes a look at second, and the pitch. Ball 2. 2-0.
Two
2-0 to Cortez. Bolin gets a sign. Comes set from the stretch. And the 2-0. And it's a base hit to center. And another run scores off of Cortez's RBI single. Cortez with an RBI single. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 5, Rico De Leon. Alrighty, that'll now bring up the third baseman, number 5, Rico De Leon. Now, all this damage has been done with 2 outs. First pitch from Kellen Bolin is ball inside to De Leon, which is unbelievable with all this damage with 2 outs. Bolin to De Leon in a swing and a miss, and the ball gets by Murdoch. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Runner on second. Bolin comes set, and the pitch. Up high, 2-1. And the pitch from Bolin, good curveball, 2-2. Bolin gets a sign, comes set, and the pitch. Good hook. So for the South Omaha Packers, 3 runs on 3 hits. There were 3 errors and 1 left on. After 3.5, the Packers 7, Euro Falcons 9. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 4th inning. That'll be Colton Wilmot leading off, the new second baseman. First pitch, a ball. Second pitch, called a strike. That looked like that was pretty far outside, but that's why I'm up here. He's down there. 1-1, the next pitch. Wilmot fouls it straight back. One ball, 2 strike, no out. Rodriguez, wind up, and the pitch up. 2-2. And the 2-2 to Wilmot is outside. Good take. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Scores 9-7 Falcons. A lot of offense today. And the 3-2. Wilmot puts one out into right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Wilmot protecting the plate and gets a hit. Wilmot with a base hit to right. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 13, Kellen Bolin. All right, that'll bring up the new pitcher, number 13, Kellen Bolin. Bolin on the day is 0 for 1. I believe he was walked in a strikeout so far. In the first pitch, called strike from Rodriguez. Rodriguez toes the rubber. Takes a look over at Wilmot at first. Comes set, and pitch number 2. Just misses him. I am surprised he did not get hit after that. Rodriguez takes a look, comes set, and the 1-1. Called strike 2 on the inner half of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bolin. No outs, runner on first. Rodriguez takes a look. And the 1-2. Bolin with a hard ground ball past the shortstop for a base hit. That'll put runners on first and second for the third baseman, Jack Landauer. Bolin with a base hit. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 27, Jack Landauer. Landauer, we got time by Coach Voss. He's going to have a meeting with Landauer. Landauer on the day is 1 for 2 with a base hit. And I'm pretty sure right here is a bunting situation. So we've got no outs, runners on first and second. And the Landauer is already showing bunt. And the pitch. Oh, a good bunt down by Landauer. He is out at first, but it's a great sack bunt by Landauer. Landauer with a good sack bunt. Advances the runners to second and third. That'll now bring up the right fielder, number 3, Miles Korb. All right, Miles Korb is the next batter with runners on second and third. Now we have 1 out. Miles today is 1 for 2 with a double. And he hits one off the hands that gets a pop up to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. Nobody advances. Korb pops out to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 16, Ashton Harlow. Ashton Harlow here now. First pitch swinging and just missed. 1 strike on him. Pitch number 2 from Rodriguez. Harlow takes down and away. 1-1 evens the count. Harlow swings, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodriguez, 1-2 pitch to Harlow. Up and away, ball 2. 2-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. The lefty gets into the left-handed batter's box. Rodriguez comes for full windup. And the pitch. Oh, about hits him. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You've got Skydeman on deck. 3-2. Here's the pitch by Rodriguez. Oh, good play by the right fielder as Harlow smoked one to right field. But Zendejas made a good running catch to record the 3rd out of the inning. For the Falcons that inning, there were no runs on 2 hits, there's no errors, and 2 left on. After 4 complete, your Falcons 9, the Packers 7. All right, we're back to action. Top of 5. Rodriguez, the pitcher. First pitch from Bolin. Fly ball to right field for the first out of the inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll now bring up. Rodriguez flies out to right for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 0, Raul Añón. Alrighty, that'll now bring up the second baseman, number 0, Raul Añón. Añeño, I'm sorry. First pitch to him is a ball. 1 inside. And a pop up to the third baseman for the second out of the inning. Añeño pops out to the third baseman for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 2, Lou Hudele. All right, that'll bring up Lou Hudele.
Staying here.
First pitch, shot to the third baseman, gets by him.
Okay.
My wife was paranoid I wasn't going to make it. It's fine. I come back.
Oh, ball's thrown away. Nobody's covering second. He advances to second now. All right. Now batting the center fielder, number 21, Caleb Williams. All right, with that hit, that'll now bring up Caleb Williams. Williams on the day is 1 for 2 with a stand-up double. First pitch he sees from Bolin, ball high. Bolin from the windup looks at Hudele at second, and the pitch. Whoa, curveball that got away from him. 2 balls, no strikes on Williams. Bolin comes set in the 2-0 to Williams. It's inside. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Williams.
Something ahead. That's defense.
2 down. Runner on second. Top of 5. Bolin comes set. And the pitch. Ball up and in. Williams takes the walk. Williams walks, puts runners on first and second. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 7, Cooper Gray. Alrighty, now we got Cooper Gray coming up, and he is 0 for 1 so far. He had a sac fly, struck out, and walked. Bolin getting his signs. Doesn't like him, shakes him off. Now he's got one he likes. Comes set, runners on first and second, and here's a pitch, double steal. Called strike on the curveball. Runners on second and third now. Tying run on second. And we are getting an enormous lead at second base. And Gray hits one tons foul for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And how are we not doing something here? I mean, look at how far he is right now. Just step off. No. Ball gets by Murdoch and a run scores. Now we've got 1 run in, makes it 9-8, top of 5. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gray at the plate. Tying run on third. 2 down. 1-2. Bowling comes set. And the 1-2 pitch. Fouled. Count remains 1-2. Gray gets back in the right-handed batter's box. Bowling gets a sign, comes set. And the 1-2. And the tying run scores. So we are now knotted up at 9s. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gray, and the 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2. 3-2, 2 down. 2 outs. Nobody on. And the payoff pitch. Strike 3. All right, for the Packers, 2 runs on 1 hit. There's no errors and nobody left on after 4.5. We're knotted up at 9. All right, here we go. Back to action. Bottom of the 5th. Jackson Skydeman leading off for the Falcons. First pitch, swinging, missing. 0-1. And 0-1. Ooh, called strike 2. Wow. Oh and 2. Ball away. 1-2. Now, just so you know, the score is tied 9-9, but the Falcons have out hit. Make this hit number 13 for the Falcons. And they have the same amount of runs. Why is that? Errors. That's why. 4 errors. That's what's killed them. Skydeman with a base hit to left. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 7, Mason Pettit. All right, now Mason Pettit up. He's 1 for 2. First pitch. Strike on the outer half of the plate. Skydeman running. Ooh, why is he not sliding? 1-1 on that. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Skydeman stealing second now in scoring position. Pettit up to bat. 1 for 2 on the day. And the pitch by Rodriguez. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rodriguez comes set. 2-1. No outs. And the pitch. Right to. Oh, he got him. He got the left fielder. 1 run will score. Mason Pettit with an RBI stand-up double. Pettit with a stand-up RBI double. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 11, Luke Timish.
You know, you take that 20-mile-an-hour tailwind that ball had on it off, that kid probably would have been moving right at him.
He would have turned and run. He probably could have caught it. Immediately.
All right, that'll now bring up Luke Timish, the first baseman, who's also 1 for 2 today. First pitch, hard ground ball through the hole.
Hold it.
1 run. Nope, they're going to hold him up.
Probably could have, but no outs.
Timish with a base hit. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 15, Rowan Murdoch.
10 feet behind the end.
All right, that'll now bring up Rowan Murdoch, who is 2 for 3 on the day. Rodriguez comes set, and the pitch. There goes Timish. Throw it down, and he gets through. And we got a throwing error by the catcher, scoring run, 1 run. Somehow that was a strike. So no balls, 1 strike. Another run in for the Falcons. Makes it 11-9. Rodriguez comes set in the pitch. Murdoch swings and misses for strike 2. I don't know. All right, Murdoch had a
Maybe I was watching hockey. Isn't that where it lined up?
no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on second. Timish. Rodriguez comes set and the 0-2. Oh. Murdoch goes down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. So we got 1 out on the end. Murdoch down for the 1st out of the inning. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 5, Colton Wilmot. That'll bring up Colton Wilmot, who was 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch to Wilmot is away. Ball 1.
You're going to put plexiglass up so they can really run the air.
Wilmot digs in the right-handed batter's box. Rodriguez comes set in the pitch. Ball in. 2-0.
What if you put a plexiglass, would it really get cool up here?
Yeah, I mean, that's the, Rick Reese put it, oh yeah, Rick Reese put that in, he said those are for like hotel rooms.
Oh, yeah, those are
So,
those that send.
Rodriguez comes set. And the pitch to Wilmot. Wilmot swings and misses on a ball that was up and in. 2-1.
So the downstairs has a split like that too. When you split, is it the same unit with 2? Yeah.
Rodriguez comes set. And the 2-1.
Set 2 separate.
Swing and miss by Wilmot for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. 2 runs in for the Falcons. 2-2 pitch from Rodriguez. Wilmot swings and misses for out number 2. Wilmot goes down for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 13, Kellen Bolin. All right, Kellen Bolin comes in. He is 1 for 2 in the first pitch to him. And he hits a line drive back up the middle.
That'll score.
And that'll easily score Timich for the third run of the inning. Mullen with a base hit, scoring Timich from second. Courtesy running over at first, number 1, Tucker Core. Now batting the third baseman, number 27, Jack Landauer. All right, so we got Tucker Korb over at first, courtesy running for the pitcher, Kellen Bolin. He takes his lead. Rodriguez gets his signs. Landauer swinging and missing on the first pitch. That looked like that might have been a ball in. 3 runs have been scored by the Falcons here in the bottom of the 5th inning to take a 12-9 lead. 16 hits so far today. In the pitch, outside. 1-1. Korb takes a lead off of first. Rodriguez gets the signs and the pitch. Landauer hits a foul bloop over there to second baseman who makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So for the Falcons, there were 3 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on. After 5 complete, the Falcons 12, the Packers 9.
They got in trouble at the same time.
All right, here we go. And, well, Zane Carroll, the catcher, was the first batter for the Packers on top of the 6th. In the very first pitch, he gets donged right in the head. So that's going to be a hit by pitch. So that'll bring up the first baseman, number 4, Kane Rangel. Carroll does seem to be okay, so that's good. Carroll hit by pitch. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 4, Kane Rangel. Alrighty, now Rangel comes in. And the pitch up. So the first pitch to Rangel is up by Bolin. 1 ball, no strikes, run around first. Bolin comes set, and there goes Carroll. The ball is thrown away. We got time on the field. Alrighty, folks, we are back to action. Voss had his meeting, so we'll see what he decided to do. Looks like he's bringing Timich in off of first. Runner on second is Carroll. 2-0 count to Rangel. And the pitch. Hit him. Rangel hit by pitch. That'll now bring up the DH, number 24, Angel Cortez. All right, so Angel Cortez is now the batter with runners on first and second, no outs. Cortez is actually 2 for 3 today, so he's been hitting the ball pretty well. He's got a couple base hits and I think at least one RBI. So Bowling comes set, runners on first and second. You got the first baseman coming in, playing the bunt. Let's see if Cortez shows it. Nope, he does not show it at all. Felice giving signs over there at third base. Let's see what changes here. Bowling comes set. And the pitch. Felice swinging away. Ground ball to the third baseman, and he decides to get the play out at first. So we've got one down in the inning. Cortez grounds out to the third baseman for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 5, Rico De Leon. So Rico De Leon, the third baseman, will be the next batter. And the first pitch to him is up and in for ball 1. I think we need a little bit more communication out there on the field because somebody should have been yelling to Landauer to touch his bag, then go 2 or go to 1, something. And the pitch. Oh, a little dribbler back to the mound. Skydeman comes up, makes a play, but a run does score. But we get the second out. De Leon grounds out to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. All right, that'll bring up Roger Rodriguez, the pitcher. 2 outs. The first pitch to Rodriguez is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, 1 run in the top of the 6th. Bowling comes set to Rodriguez, the other pitcher, and he hits a ground ball in the hole, and there it goes. Another run in. Rodriguez with an RBI single. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 0, Raul Añeño. All right, well, now the score is 12-11. And that will now bring up the second baseman, number 0, Raul Añeño. Bowling comes set, and the first pitch is strike 1.
That'll be one of the nice things about the new facility is you'll funnel right down to a gate. 100%.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Runner on first. This is the pitcher, Rodriguez. The next pitch to Añeño is a ball outside. 1-1 is the count. Añeño hits a pop-up. It's going to stay, and Murdoch makes the play for the third out of the inning. For the Packers, 2 runs on 1 hit. There's no errors and 1 left on. After 5.5. Your Falcons 12, Packers 11. Alrighty, bottom of 6. We got a new pitcher for the Packers. Number 19, Britton Jones. Moving back to first is going to be Roger Rodriguez, and now to right field it's going to be Kane Rangel. Jones coming in, and the first pitch, ball high. He's pitching to the right fielder, number 3, Miles Korb, who was 1 for 3 today with a stand-up double. One hop off the fence. Jones gets his signs, and the pitch to Korb. Korb fouls it back for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. And Jones gets his signs going from the windup. Does not like that, does not like that, likes this. So here comes Jones with the 1-1. Called strike 2 on the outer half. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jones with the 1-2. Curveball that stayed up. 2s. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alrighty, 2-2, no outs. And the 2-2. Curveball, ground ball to the third baseman. And, nope. Good play by Rodriguez at first. DeLeon threw him off, pulled him off the bag, but he made the tag on Korb for the first out of the inning. Korb grounds out to the third baseman, tagged out by the first baseman for the first out of the inning. That'll now bring up the left fielder, number 16, Ashton Harlow. Alrighty, Jones to Ashton Harlow. Harlow hits a high fly ball to right field. Rangels underneath it for the second out of the inning. And that's the second out of the inning. That'll now bring up the shortstop, number 2, Jackson Skideman. Harlow flies out to right for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 2, Jackson Skideman. All right, Jones pitching to Skideman for the first time. Skideman today is 3 for 3. And the pitch, called strike on the outer half of the plate. And there's the second pitch. Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good curveball in the inner half. 1-1, 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch. Skideman shoots one down the third base line for a hit. Skideman with a base hit to left. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 7, Mason Pettit. All right, that'll bring up the center fielder, number 7, Mason Pettit. Pettit today is 2 for 3. As you can tell, we have 10 more hits than Omaha South, but only 1 more run. But we have 3 more errors, which is probably our downfall. Pettit gets hit. Pettit hit by pitch. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 11, Luke Timish. All right, that'll now bring up the first baseman, Luke Timish, who is 2 for 3 today with a couple RBIs. Jones comes set in the first pitch to Timish. Oh, Timish just missed it, but it's trouble. It's short.
Oh, that is trouble.
Nope. Williams is underneath it, and he makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So for the Falcons, no runs, 1 hit, no error, and 2 left on. After 6 complete, your Falcons 12, Packers 11. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Top of the 7th. First pitch to Hodley. Ball 1 up. Hodley today is 1 for 3 with a base hit. Called strike on the inner half. 1-1. One ball, one strike. No outs. Top of 7. Ball away. 2-1. Bolin gets a sign, comes set, and the pitch to Hodley.
Where is it? Where is it? He's under it. Call him off. Ah.
Somebody's got to take charge out there on that one. That's a strike on that. Foul ball. So it evens it out, 2-2.
Talk to your team. But
Not him. We were always taught that the third baseman should call that.
whoever got the better angle.
Yeah.
Two and two to Hodley, and he hits him.
That was for making him run to be a defensive pitcher.
That one always hurts right in the middle of the
Hodley gets hit by the pitch. That'll now bring up the center fielder, number 21, Caleb Williams. All right, that'll bring up Caleb Williams, who's 1 for 2 on the day.
but still, that placement of that right between the shoulder blades.
Now expect Hodley to take off here. And there he goes.
I mean, that's the tying run, isn't it?
Called strike on Williams on that, and Hodley gets a stolen base, standing up, no throw. 0-1 to Williams, and pitch 2 up and in. One ball, one strike, no outs. Tying run is on second base. Comes set in the pitch. Now the tying run is on third base. Two balls, one strike. Bowling comes set. 2-1 to Williams. Oh. Murdoch asks him to step off. Infield coming in. Called strike on the outer half. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Tying run at third. Top of 7. Bolin on the bump, gets a sign. And the 2-2 pitch to Williams. Foul. Williams, 2-2. Bolin comes set. The 2-2 count. Up and away for ball 3. 3-2. South dugout is getting loud and rowdy. Full count. And the 3-2 pitch.
Where is it?
Up in the air to center.
That's gotta tie it.
And that will tie the ball game up.
18.
Williams with a sac fly, scoring the runner from third to tie the ball game up.
Only 4 in a pack. I was
That'll now bring up
in the pack, so it was
the
only 12 I cooked.
left fielder, number 7, Cooper Gray. All right, that'll now bring up Cooper Gray with 1 out. Base is empty, starting over.
Oh, you got enough for the coaches.
And here we go. First pitch. Fly ball to center. Here comes Pettit, and it drops. So Gray with a base hit. Gray with a base hit to center. That'll now bring up the catcher, number 14, Zane Carroll.
Selling shit out of burgers again, just not pizza. You gotta have some pizza for the Catholics. That's why we got it.
Alrighty. Zane Carroll now the batter. Gray at first goes back on a fake and the pitch. So we got ball one. Gray steals second. And then gets the third on the throwing error. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. And Coach Voss is coming out to have a talk with the umpire. All right, he's going to have a team meeting. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go silent until they get done with their meeting. All right, we're back to action now. 1 ball, no strike. Runner on third. 1 out. And the pitch to Carroll. Ball in, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Bowling comes set on the 2-0. Away, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. 1 out, runner on third, infield in. And the 3-0 by Bolin. Called strike. 3-1. Bolin comes set and the pitch to Carroll. Ball low and in. Ball 4 puts him on. Carroll draws the walk. That'll now bring up the right fielder, number 4, Kane Rangel. Alrighty, so they weren't even paying attention as Carroll just took second easily. So right fielder Kane Rangel is now in. The infield's getting their signs from coaches from the dugout. All right. No balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. And the pitch. Ball away. No balls. I'm sorry, 1 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Infield in. Tied at 12. And here's the pitch. Wow, that looks good. Tuno to Rangel. And the pitch. Ooh, that one was inside. All right. 3-0, 1 out. Runners on second and third. And the 3-0. Called strike on the outer half. 3-1. Bolin from the stretch and the 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Top of the 7th. And the pitch. Got him. For out number 2. Regal goes down for the second out of the inning. Now bring up the DH, number 24, Angel Cortez. Intentional walk to Cortez. Now bring up the third baseman, number 5, Rico De Leon. So an intentional walk to Cortez to load the bases. This is where a situation where you tell your infield to play big and go to the easiest base. So here's the first pitch to De Leon from Bolin. And he hits him. And that will give them the lead, 13-12. De Leon hit by pitch, scoring the runner from third. That'll now bring up the first baseman, number 15, Roger Rodriguez. All right, that'll now bring up Roger Rodriguez, who's 1 for 3 today. 2 runs scored. And the pitch to Rodriguez. Away for ball 1. We've got time. Pinch runner over at second, number 10. Ricky Johnson. Pinch running over at second base is going to be number 10, Ricky Johnson. Alrighty, so now we have a pinch runner over there for Cortez, who is going to be Ricky Johnson, the sophomore. We've got a 1-0 count to Rodriguez. Bases juiced, and the 1-0 from Bolin. Ball low, 2-0. 2 runs scored in the top of the 7th. Gives the Packers a 13-12 lead. And the 2-0. Make that 3-0. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases juiced. And here's a 3-0 pitch. Called strike. 3-1. Bolin comes set, and the 3-1. Ball 4. Walks in another run. We're going to have time on the field. All right, new pitcher, Wyatt Tonight for the Falcons. First pitch is a strike. Ashton Harlow's in right. Bolin went to center. Pettit in left. Next pitch. Foul ball. 0-2 to Onyinyo. No balls, 2 strikes. Bases juiced. 3 runs in this inning. And the pitch. And it's a lazy fly ball. Skydeman's calling him off. And he makes the catch. Nice catch by the shortstop, Jackson Skydeman, over his shoulder to retire the side. For the Packers, 3 runs on 1 hit. There's 1 error and 3 left on. After 6.5, the Packers 14, your Falcons 12.
Yeah, he does have some good. We have some good kids going.
Leading off for the Falcons in the bottom of the 7th inning, the catcher, number 15, Rowan Murdoch. All right, leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Falcons, the catcher, number 15, Rowan Murdoch. First pitch, he says, is a strike. Wow. I don't know about that. That looked way away. But anyways, so 0-1 to Murdoch now. And the pitch from Jones. Another curveball, 0-2. Oh, 2 to Murdoch. Jones does not like that sign. And he likes this one in the windup in the pitch. Murdoch slaps one into right center for a base hit. We will have a courtesy runner. Or maybe not. Nope, I guess not. Murdoch with a base hit. That'll now bring up the second baseman, number 5, Colton Wilmont. All right, that'll bring Colton Wilmont, who's 2 for 4 with a big blast today. A 2-run bomb. First pitch to Wilmont. Up and in for ball 1. One right down the middle for strike 1. Obviously, they're probably taking until they get a strike. That's just a common rule here in baseball. Jones takes a look at Murdoch. Comes set. The 1-1 to Wilmont. Curveball low and away. Wilmont stays off. Good at bat. Two balls, 1 strike, nobody out. The pitch to Wilmont. Ball, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Murdoch on first. Jones comes set. And the 3-1 pitch to Wilmot. Ball 4 high. Bolin. I'm sorry. Wilmot with the walk. That will now bring up number 13, the center fielder, Kellen Bolin. We're going to have time on the field, so I'll be back after this.
I bet he could run like a deer.
All righty, here we go. Coach Feliz talked to his players. Now he's coming back out. Game resumes. No outs. Runners on first and second. Kellen Bolin, the center fielder, is up. In a pickoff attempt, nobody's there to get Rowan Murdoch. Now, it'd be ideal if Kellen, since he would take the L if we did lose this game, just hit a home run to win the game. That'd be pretty fun. Oh, what are we? Yeah. All right, so Bolin did try to attempt to bunt on that one. So it puts him in the hole 0-1. First baseman's coming in. Shortstop's changed up a little bit on the defense. Bolin gets hit on the curveball to load the bases. So right now it looks like Holody was playing third. Now he's going back to short, and DeLeon's going back to third. Bolin hit by pitch to load the bases. That'll now bring up the third baseman, number 27, Jack Landauer. All right, here we go. Landauer today is 1 for 3. Bases loaded, no outs. Tyne runs on second. Winning runs on first. Landauer takes a big cut. Swing and miss. Jones toes the rubber, takes a look at his catcher, gets his sign. Comes set. Landauer ready to go. And the pitch. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bases juiced. 14-2. Packers up on the Falcons. Jones comes set in the 1-1. Down for 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Landauer takes a deep breath, gets back in the right-handed batter's box. Jones comes set after his signs. The 2-1. Up and in, almost hits him. 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bases juiced. Got to come with something here because he cannot put him on. 3-1. And the pitch. Oh, straight back. That will make it 3 balls, 2 strikes. No outs, bases loaded. Tyne run on second. Jones gets the signs. Comes set, and the 3-2. dropped. Oh, they say foul tip. I have earplugs, muffs on, I guess you could call them, and I can't hear that. But thankfully, I've got Principal Jim Knott next to me telling me, yes, it was a foul tip. So, good job by Jack Landauer to stay alive on the 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Carroll went out to go talk to Jones. Alrighty, here we go. Jones toes the rubber, comes set after the signs. The 3-2. Up, ball 4, walks in a run. Landauer draws a walk, drives in a run. That'll now bring up the pitcher, number 18, Wyatt Tonight. So that'll now bring up the pitcher, Wyatt Tonight. His first at-bat of the day. So now we have the tying run on third, the winning run on second, and who they call Big Country up to hit. And the pitch from Jones. Tonight ropes one foul down the right field line. He is not fooled at all. Well, now Coach Felice is bringing his outfielders in because the winning run is on second right now. But with the infield in, he's getting a big lead. There it is. There's a hit. It's down, and it's past the right fielder. And that's the ball game, folks, as the Falcons come back to win 15-14 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wyatt Tonight gets the win and the winning RBI. We will come back after everybody says congratulations. Alrighty, folks, here we go back. All right, so what a game for the Falcons to go 2-2, given Omaha South only their second loss of the season as they go 3-2. We're going to go to the box score here and take a look on some things. For their Falcons, Jackson Skydeman was the team leader. He had 4 hits and 4 at-bats, 1 RBI, walk, 3 runs. He had a couple steals as well. RBIs-wise, Mason Pettit had 2. Rowan Murdoch had 3. Colton Wilmot had 2 with that big fly. Bolin had 1. Landauer had 1. And then, of course, Tanike had the game winners. He had 2. So, 18 hits, 15 runs, 5 errors for the Falcons. So, that's what hurts. But here's a good thing. They walked more than they struck out as a team, which is good. Very good. Wyatt Tanike ended up with the win. He pitched a third of an inning to get that win. Colton went 3 2/3 of an inning. He had 7 runs, 3 of them earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Kellen went 3 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. So that's how that goes for the day. Colton had 89 pitches. Kellen had 65, and Wyatt had 3. So that's the breakdown of today's game. A hard-fought game. The guys did not give up, which is a huge, huge thing to do when you're down by 2, going into the bottom of the 7th again, like we had the Roncalli yesterday. So they pulled it out with a great win over a Class A team that was 3-1 and had a couple good wins under their belt as well. So the next home game will be on Tuesday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, against Wayne, Nebraska. So they're a pretty good squad as well. So the game will be at 4:30 once again here at Chris Frank Field, Frost Family Stadium at 4:30 on April 1st. We will be broadcasting as usual, so we will hopefully hear from you then. Until then, this is Matt Richmond signing off. You guys have yourself a great weekend. And stay cool stay warm because it sounds like it's going to get cold. So everybody bundle up. We will see you on Tuesday.